Hello YouTube, my name is Reese from Civilized Sabers, and today I'm going to be going over one of our brand new customized hilts that we will be selling on our website, which will be linked in the description below. And I'll be going over what it's made of, what's inside of it, how to use it, and what it looks like while being swung around. I hope you guys enjoy this video, so let's get right into it.
Weapon of a Jedi.
Then I am a Jedi.
So this is the custom hilt that I'll be talking about today. And Anthony, also known as Space Windu, told me to come up with a name for this. And I'm not creative, I suck at making names for stuff. But looking at this hilt, it is very shiny. So when I think of shiny, I think of rich people. And that led me to two names. The first one being the Coruscant Elite, and the second one being the Magnate. So I'll leave it up to you viewers on whichever one you like the best. So please comment on what name you think works for this hilt. So let's get into talking about the design of this hilt and what's inside of it. Most of the parts from this hilt is from the custom saber shop. So we got the MHS parts on here, and we have the custom saber shop Golden Harvest V3 core. So we took those MHS parts, put them together, and did our own designs to them. So let's talk about some of the stuff that we did to this hilt that is not MHS. So the shroud was designed by Anthony, and when he was putting in the shroud, he put in a retention screw that he needed a tool for. So I switched that out to a thumb screw, which I think looks beautiful on this, and it matches the black grips we have down here. So this hilt comes apart, like just it's screwed on and screws off. And in the side of it, we have the core here. So this core consists of a battery holder, a place to put the soundboard, and the buttons for the soundboard. So we have the Golden Harvest V3 in here, matched with a 21700 battery. This is one of the largest batteries that we have in any of our hilts. So this will power the blades up for a very long time. And it has room for the speaker on the bottom. So now I'm going to talk about the soundboard that's in here, the Golden Harvest V3. I did a lot of customization to the soundboard myself, where I adjusted volume levels. I also turned on gesture controls, and I forget what else I did. I did the volume, gesture controls, and I turned off a few features that we didn't like. We thought they were annoying. I believe that's all I did. If I had the config file open up near me, I could go over exactly what I did. So I'll probably come back to, I'll probably make another video where I won't go over exactly what I did to these soundboards. Another thing I personally did was we have 4 of these in total. On a few of them, I switched out the speakers so we could test out what the different sound quality is on each speaker. Another thing with this hilt is that you don't need a blade in here to show the color. It has LEDs inside the emitter, so you always know what color is going to be shown on the blade. So now I'm going to give a walkthrough on how to use this hilt. This hilt has 2 buttons. We have the power button and the auxiliary button. So right now this hilt is in a deep sleep. When I press this power button, it should play a sound. There's a sound. and that's letting me know that the hilt is now on. If I tap the power button again, it'll turn on the hilt, and as you can see, it's set to green right now, so if I had a blade in, the blade will light up green. To turn off, you can you hold the power button and it will turn it off. Some other features it has is if you hold the button long enough, it will start playing music. I'm not going to do that because I have no idea if the music is copyrighted or not. Let's see. And there's a few other ways to turn this on and one other way to turn it off. So let's go over that. There's 3 other ways to turn this hilt on, but I only enabled 2 of those since the third one I did not like. That way it was twist to turn on, and I didn't like that because whenever I'm putting in the battery, the hilt automatically turns on, and when I'm twisting on this bottom piece, it would turn on the hilt, and just to me got really annoying. So the 2 gestures I enabled to turn this on is the swing right there, and another way is stab. I feel like those gestures are awesome if people are filming a video or showing off this blade, and they can like swing the blade and it'll automatically turn on, or they can stab someone with the blade and it'll turn on. There's a few things I do need to adjust, especially with the swing turn on. Right now, it is very easy to swing to turn on. For my preferences, I like it a lot higher. So I may turn up the threshold of the swinging ignition, so that way it takes a heavier swing to turn it on, and it's not just a little movement like that. And now that I have this on, I can show off the other way that I enabled to attract the blade, and that is just a twist. Very easy. So there's 3 ways to turn it on, 2 ways to turn it off. So, but if you buy one of these hilts and you want to activate that other gesture to turn on, you can do that. Or you can also deactivate any gestures that you don't like. These are just ones that we like here at Civilized Sabers. And I just found all this stuff digging into the config file, and I thought it was cool. So I tested them out and I ended up loving them. So now I'm going to put in a blade to show how to change the colors and how to change the blade effects. So this blade here is actually my own blade. This was one of the first blades I ever made here at Civilized Sabers. It's a TriStar, and we use this to test out any of the hilts, or if we want to do a short film with dueling in it, I give whoever's doing it my blade, because I can easily fix it. I don't care if it gets damaged. I put a failsafe in here where I could just take out all the parts and fix whatever I need to fix. There we go. So let me now put this in the hilt and show you guys the colors. So let's turn it on. That ignition is amazing. So to change colors, you're gonna hold the power button, then release and tap it. So it's hold, release, tap.
Choose color profile.
And now we're in the different colors that we could choose. Now we're in the switching of color profiles. So all you need to do to switch the colors is turn the hilt, and then it'll go through almost every color of the rainbow. So when you find a color that you want and want to keep, you just hold the power button and it selects it. To get the different blade effects, it is going to be on the power button again, where you're going to hold it, release, then hold again.
Choose blade effects.
And there we go. There's a ton of different blade effects in this hilt as it's set up right now. believe it's 32 blade effects. So you have a lot of classic lightsaber looking ones, then you have a gradient flow, flame, wave, and a bunch of others. So right now this is in what's called Classic 1, and it will say what blade effect it is and the number behind it. So if I turn this way, it goes through all the different classics.
Classic 3.
Which is just the lightsaber effects.
Classic.
Going the other way,
1.
we'll go to the end of the file,
Saber.
which is this dark saber,
2.
and just goes through all of them. These are gradients.
Sauron.
Sauron, which is our least favorite here, only because we don't like how it looks like there's a dead spot in the blade. Of course, these LEDs are functional. It's just Sauron's like, it's supposed to be the eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings, so this is like the pupil of his eye.
Sauron.
Let's go start off more.
5.
We got some flames here.
Flame. 1. Flow. 4.
This is like a gradient color. It's called flow.
Flow. 3. Flow. 2. Flow. A wave. 9.
Wave.
A wave. Wave 5. Wave 4. Wave 1007.
And these, for some reason, do not work at all. I gotta figure that out.
Frozen. Classic.
And here's back to the classics. So I want to select this blade effect, which is exactly the same on how you select the colors. Just hold the power button and boom, it selected it. Now other features on this hilt is with the aux button. So you have blaster effects, force push, which is you will press the button while swinging. There we go. And I believe that is it. So now I'm going to show how to change the sound fonts on this board. So you have to turn the saber off and point the blade upwards. Then then you're going to use the aux button. You're just going to hold down on the aux button until
Sound menu.
you get to the sound menu. And then
Balance.
you can just twist it around until you find a sound font that you like.
Guardian!
So let me choose this one. And to choose it, you just hold on to the aux button again. And boom, you've chosen it. And it changed. And the last thing to show off is the battery level. So to show battery level, you're going to press the ignite button while doing a stab motion.
Checking power level.
There we go. So right now the battery is at 40%. So we'll have to charge this soon. And that's how you use this hilt. So now I'm going to talk about the ease of use to wield this lightsaber and twirl around to show off and stuff. One thing that we really love here at Civilized Sabers is how thin the hilt is. We have a hilt here that's really thick, like it's our Graflex, and that's a little bit hard to wield and do some twirling and spinning. But this one is nice and thin, very lightweight, so it's easy to do all those lightsaber moves, which hopefully I can show off. I'm not the best lightsaber user around. If I had Anthony or Zach, which you've seen this summer, they could show it off better than I could, but I'll show it off at a novice level. So, twirling it around is pretty easy. I don't have to force this to do any twirling. It's really smooth because how thin and light the hilt is. It's also pretty well balanced with a blade in it. So that's perfect for touring. So for all the hilts that we'll be selling, plus other hilts that we have and we'll review, we're gonna give it a wieldability score. Based out of 10, 10 being the best to wield, 1 being the worst. So this one, we give this in 10. It is one of the best hilts we've used to twirl around with. So let's talk about what blades can you use in this hilt and also what's included with the purchase. So any of our blades will work inside of this hilt. Whether it's a dual star, tri-star, or quad star, they will all work. This hilt has that 21700 battery inside of it, which has enough juice to power on tons of LEDs for a long period of time. The only blade that will not function inside of this hilt is the dual star Omega. Unfortunately, the Golden Harvest V3 cannot power any LEDs past 144. Meanwhile, the dual star Omega has 264 LEDs in it. That is just one downside about these hilts, but all of our other blades will work perfectly fine inside of this. So now what comes with the hilt? Well, of course you're getting the hilt, and you'll be getting the 21700 battery, and to charge the battery, since it is removable, you will get a battery charger. So, here we go. This battery removes. There's a opening back here where you can just press the battery out and take it out. And then we'll be giving one of these, which with the purchase of this hilt, so that you can charge the battery. And there's room for 2 batteries in here. So if you buy another one of these 21700 batteries, which is from the custom saber shop, you can charge both of them at the same time. So this is what the charger looks like, minus the cord. I just took it out of the cord, and it'll fit both of these batteries just fine and charge them up. Also included with this hilt and the other hilts that we are selling will be this quick function guide, which goes over how to power it on, how to turn it off, how to change the colors, doing the blaster effects, changing the sound fonts, and showing battery level. If you liked watching this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're trying to get monetized, and that will help us out a lot to reaching that goal. Till next time. Yeah, that's nice. I like that.